Recently, there have been a lot of cases involving school bullying reported around the nations. These issues have sent shockwaves across the nation, sparking grief, protests, and the viral call for justice. But beyond the headlines, these stories are a wake-up call or a cry for us to reflect on the kind of society we are building. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good day to the esteemed and wise judges and my fellow friends on the media platforms. I am Muhammad Umar bin Muhazza from SMI Al Amin Kemaman. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor to speak to you today about an important topic, the role of manners and values in developing a Rabbani generation. A Rabbani generation does not just mean a group of people who are smart or well educated. It means people who live with strong faith, good values, and good behavior in everything they do. A Rabbani person is someone who is close to Allah, shows good manners, and always tries to help others. To build this kind of generation, learning in school or gaining knowledge is not enough. What really makes knowledge useful is having good character, which comes from practicing good manners and strong values. Today, I will share 4 important reasons why manners and values are so important in developing a Rabbani generation. I will also give simple examples to help us understand these points better. The first point is that manners help build inner discipline and emotional intelligence. Good manners are more than just being polite. They show that a person can control their emotions and behave respectfully in different situations. When children learn manners from a young age, they understand how to treat others kindly, speak calmly, and think before they act. This helps them grow into mature individuals who can handle stress or conflict without becoming angry or rude. For example, if a student disagrees with their teacher but still speaks respectfully and listens carefully, it shows emotional intelligence. They are not just reacting, but thinking and choosing to stay calm and polite. These are the kind of qualities that make someone trustworthy and respected in any community. If we look at those bully cases, it reminds us that a lack of empathy, kindness, and respect can lead to harm that no apology can undo. Had those around the victim acted with compassion instead of cruelty, they might still be here. This is why emotional intelligence, the ability to respond with care, not just react, is a cornerstone of good manners. The second point is that values act as an ethical guide when making decisions. Values such as honesty, fairness, humility, and responsibility help us understand what is right and wrong. While knowledge teaches us how to reach our goals, values help us decide whether those goals are good and meaningful. In other words, knowledge tells us how, but values help us decide why. For example, imagine a student who is taking an important exam. They notice that a classmate nearby is cheating, and they could easily do the same without getting caught. However, the student chooses not to cheat because they believe in honesty and fairness. Even though no teacher is watching, they stick to their principles. This shows that their values have become part of their character, guiding them to make the right choice even in private. When people consistently follow values like this, they become trustworthy and respected by others. These are the kind of individuals we need in a Rabbani generation, where people who make decisions not just based on rules, but because they understand and believe in what is right. A Rabbani person does not separate their religion from their daily life. And that is my third idea. Their faith is not only about praying or fasting, but also about how they treat people and how they act in different situations. True faith can be seen in simple things, like how someone speaks to a stranger, behaves at work, or reacts when things go wrong. For example, a worker who prays on time, is honest in their job, speaks politely, and treats others with respect, is showing that their faith is part of their daily life. Even when they feel stressed or being treated unfairly, they stay calm and choose to be fair instead of angry. If they are given a chance to cheat or take the easy way out, they do not do it because their faith helps them choose what is right. This mix of belief and good behavior is what makes the Rabbani generation special. Lastly, good manners and shared values make communities stronger. A society built on kindness, respect, and teamwork is a society that supports its most vulnerable members. After a natural disaster, when young people volunteer to help strangers, they are not just doing charity work, they are living the Islamic principle of Rahmatan lil Alamin, which is mercy to all creation. But the opposite is also true. When cruelty, selfishness, and disrespect go unchecked, communities become divided and unsafe. That is when the idea of a Rabbani generation serves as a source of goodness for others. In conclusion, manners and values are not extra parts of life. They are the foundation of a Rabbani civilization. They guide how we treat others, shape our decisions, and help us live in a way that pleases Allah. Without them, knowledge becomes empty and progress loses its soul. Ladies and gentlemen, we can build the tallest building, create the smartest technology, and fill our school with the best facilities. But if our children grow up without kindness, empathy, and respect, if cruelty becomes normal, and if justice is only demanded after a tragedy, then we truly have failed. So, let us work together to raise a generation that is not only smart, but also strong in values, emotionally mature, and close to Allah. Let us aim to become people who lead by showing good behavior and a strong faith, not just through words, but also through our actions. Thank you for your attention. May Allah guide us all in this noble effort.